Hey, what's up, guys? Are you looking to lose weight? So many people come to me asking this question, Coach, how do I lose weight? How do I lose body fat? How do I get lean? And the answer is it's very difficult to, zero in on an answer because everyone is different and everyone's in different stages of their journey. And so today in this video, I want to explain the 3 different stages of the journey and what you should be focusing on when you're in those stages. So let's dive in. Phase number 1, this is kind of the fitness beginner. This is someone who's just starting out. They're really, new to exercise or new to eating healthier, and maybe you're still eating out, you're going to restaurants, you're doing all that stuff, you're not really making too much of your own food. So the first steps that I would do with you is just getting moving, number 1. So exercising, getting into the gym or doing at-home workouts, using your body weight, resistance bands, TRX, things like that just to get started. And nutritionally, I would say that you should just really be focusing on whole foods, right? If you're eating a lot of processed foods right now, if you're out at restaurants, you're eating fast food, it's really just cutting back on eating the processed food and eating more whole foods like proteins and vegetables and legumes and like grains and pastas and rices and potatoes and things like that. Just swapping out your food quality is the first step on actually seeing results, and that is going to be enough for a lot of people to lose their first 5, 10, 15 pounds. It's just going from eating processed foods and maybe not moving as much to just moving a little bit more and eating more whole foods. All right, so that is going to be more the fitness beginner, someone who's just getting started. And now let's talk a little bit about number 2, the intermediate person, someone who's been working out and maybe they need to get that next step. Maybe they were a beginner and they learned how to eat whole foods, right? They're eating better, but that's kind of slowed down. The results aren't coming like they used to. So the next phase, I would say, this is someone who's a little bit more intermediate, and you would want to do more resistance training with this person. You would want them doing a weight training program of some sort and maybe a little bit of cardio mixed in there throughout the week. But the most important thing is at least 2 to 3 days of resistance training with weights, using still TRX and body weight, but now incorporating things like cables and dumbbells and kettlebells and other free weights, right? And on a nutritional side of things, what I would say is, really focusing on your portion sizes, right? On how much you're eating at each meal, and then your meal frequency. How many meals are you eating a day? Are you skipping meals, or are you trying to eat 3 to 4 meals per day? If you start eating 3 to 4 meals per day, and you start focusing on the portions that you're eating and not just putting everything on the plate and really focusing on how much food you're eating, well, that's going to be that next step that's going to jumpstart your results and help you start seeing more success. Now, at this phase, I also would say cutting back or cutting out lots of sugars and alcohols will also really help you see better results. It's usually those smaller limiting factors that are the things that are stopping you from seeing the results that you want to see. Maybe it's snacking, maybe it's your late night eating or weekend eating. Typically, it's just consuming calories that we're not really being accountable for. And just getting a little bit more fine-tuned is the easiest way for someone who's in the middle of their journey to kickstart their journey and start getting better results. Now, on the last one, this is going to be our phase 3, or I would say more of an advanced person, right? So this person is really dialing in their training. They're doing 3 to 4 training sessions a week, and they're still doing some cardio conditioning sessions. These are more interval-based training. They're also probably getting in some active recovery. So this person is just training more frequently, 5, 6, 7 days a week. They're also, got to fuel their body, because if you're training that hard, well, then you got to make sure that you're properly fueling your body with what it needs. And that is going to be the calorie intake, right? How many calories you're eating, and also how your macronutrients and other vital nutrients, right? Are you getting those in? And I think that so many people start here, which is the advanced side of things, which is maybe 10% of the people that we actually work with and that are out there actually training. Most people fall into the first 2 categories, And if they really just focused on eating whole foods and making sure that they're just watching their portions and not overeating, well, then you're going to start seeing a lot more results in your training and with your food. So don't feel like you need to do number 3. I only wanted to explain the different levels today so that you just knew where they were and kind of could see where you're at. And to be honest, if you want to know where I'm at, I would say I fall in with a level 2. I don't really like to put too much energy into my nutrition. I know that if I eat 3 to 4 meals per day, if I have protein at every single meal, and I have vegetables throughout the day along with fruit, then I know that I'm doing enough to fuel my body for what it needs to do. And if I, maybe one day want to decide that I want to go compete or do something, then maybe I might move to that advanced category. But majority of people don't need to do that. Most people will do well with just having some basic parameters, some basic templates of how to eat and how to exercise throughout the week to see the results that they want to see. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the page so you don't miss videos in the future, and I'll see you on the next one.